Welcome YouTube to my channel. It is Dirtbag Adventures, just adventures of hiking, whatever the case may be. I could not know. The big question for today is, why did I start videographing? Let's get into that. First things first, time. Time is a big deal when you get into town because you only have, say, a night, and the next day you're back on trail and you got to go to the next place, right? So when you get into town, the first thing you want to do is you want to get your resupplies, eat food, drink beer. That's what you want to do. You don't want to sit down, video edit all night, then try to get a video sent out, say sitting in a hotel room. That stuff costs money. These are the things that we don't have because hikers are kind of poor. Just saying, because we're penny pinching out there. Anything that we have, we're pretty much trying to keep it to go for the long way. But on top of all of that, second thing I would say is going to be money and Wi-Fi, because they kind of go hand in hand with each other, I would say, because for you to get Wi-Fi, you got to pay money for a nice place, because a lot of hostels don't have the good enough Wi-Fi, say, that you would need to edit like video updates. You know, that takes a long time depending on what you're using. I was using, I think, Video, I think is what it was called, and it took like a really long time to do, so I was like, it was just a pain. So another big reason why I stopped was because I found like it was taken away from my overall experience of the Appalachian Trail. I was now video editing for other people when I was actually going out in this experience for myself. That was a huge damper on my soul, or on my heart, or whatever the case might be. I was more in tune with my experience, and that's what I really went out there for. But it comes hard when you have to be out there and video editing and keeping up with all that stuff, and then trying to deal with the stresses of the actual trail as well, and back home stuff, or whatever's on your mind, you know. But bygones be bygones. It is what it is. But for this year, I'm going to take another attempt at video editing my hikes, and hikes or hike, I don't know what you'd want to call it. But this year, what's in store for this year? The CDT. I'll be attempting a through hike of the CDT. And oh yes, I did finish the Appalachian Trail. Just want to let you know that too. I did absolutely finish. I have completed the Appalachian Trail. It was a blast. I'm definitely going to go back and do it again. I don't know when, but I'm looking hopefully at 2020. I don't know though. We'll see. I'm gonna try and get that one back in because I love the Appalachian Trail a lot. But that's a different video. Back to this year. This year is the CDT, Continental Divide Trail. It is average from 2,800 to 3,100 miles depending on what routes you take. Yeah, this trail is different than the Appalachian Trail. It's not one specific route from one side of America to the other. It's not a specific route. You gotta take alternates in case something bad happens, like weather, fires, whatever the case may be. There's alternates, and so the mileage changes from where it all is. Other things in store for this year, I'm trying to get on to the trek right now. Hopefully that will work out. I'm going to start off doing my first impressions of my gear. I may also do like a happy-go-lucky for my Appalachian Trail gear even when I get it all back, because a lot of this being fixed right now. I did get a lot of upgrades for my CDT hike this year, which I'm still waiting on a lot of that too. And I will give out first impression reviews, but I don't want to get out like an actual review until like I've actually used the damn thing on like a through hiking experience, because that's the reviews that I was looking for when I was looking through my gear, was a review from a through hiker and during a through hike. So stay tuned for that. A lot of big things happening in the world. So I don't know what our future's in store. Right now, we're chasing a triple crown. Who knows if I might get picked up for something cooler. I don't know. It's a little bit early in the morning. But today, and only today, I'm going to give you just a tad bit of a sneak peek of what I'm going to be taking with me on the CDT. Here we go. Here we go. For one, the REI Rhyolite. Excellent. My same Montbell jacket from last year. Even got the sweet tape on it. And the rain pants for Colorado. Moving up. My Enlightened equipment. Quilt? Yeah, quilt. My cozy for my little cup thing. This. My Z-Pax Hexamid. And my mat. And a couple other random things. Oh yeah, let's not forget the bear canister that I got at the Quarterway Inn in Virginia. But yeah, guys, and a spot. And I will be taking 2 water filters, a Be-Free, and I'll be taking the Sawyer, because I'll explain that later. Toodaloo!